Hey everybody. Well, we're out here in the garden, and I want to do a sunflower update for all of you guys. This here is the first patch of sunflowers that we planted, and you can see they're already dying back. They're dried up already. But all of these little ones, you can see right here. Well, this one's not eaten, but a lot of these little ones have all been eaten. And this is a single head sunflower with like a striped seed. You can see the white and the black. But look at all the little sunflower shells on top of the sunflower, where the birds are just sitting up there eating the seeds. Yeah, look at that. Got the rooster crowing back there. But all of these little, small, multi-head sunflowers have just been eaten by all the finches, the yellow finches. And right as the sun's starting to go down, you can see them all out here. They're just in. Look at them sitting up here. Look at them. See them sitting up there on the. They're all watching me right now. They're wanting to know why I'm in here with their food. They're looking down. They're looking right at me. They're not facing that way. They're facing this way. So. But yeah, all of these multi-head sunflowers, I'm probably not going to get any seeds from these guys, which is a bummer. But there's some of these big ones that still have seeds left. I guess the multi-headed sunflowers taste better than these big ones. I don't know if you can see that with the sun or not, but I might have to come from the other side. There we go. There's still some seeds in here. But look how big the sunflower is, guys. Wow, the glare. So I've got some pretty good-sized sunflowers from this. And if you guys remember me talking in the last videos, these were sunflowers that I got from 420 Homestead about 3 years ago. I grew them in a community garden last year. And I think they crossed with some sunflowers that somebody else might have actually grown. And it produced multi-headed sunflowers and single-headed sunflowers. And some of these multi-headed sunflowers some have black seeds, some have striped seeds, which is pretty cool. And I want to show you something I found over here in the new sunflowers that we planted. So yeah, I'm probably not going to get a lot of seeds out of these little ones. I probably won't get any at all. Just these bigger sunflowers, like this one here. But you can see they ate half this one already. But it's okay. You know, people pay to feed the birds and stuff like that, and maybe by them eating them, they'll spread the seeds a little bit. Now over here, these sunflowers have gotten so top heavy that they fell over, and you can kind of see the corn, the popcorn that's been exposed in the middle. And some of them are multi-headed, some are giant single-headed. And what's cool with these, you know, it's like a cross between the wild one. I don't know what it crossed with, but you're going to get all different types of varieties. You're going to get some multi-heads that have, you know, one flower arrangement. They have branches at the top. Some have branches going all the way down. Different sizes, different colored seeds. But you can see here, you know, we had some good rain the other day. That we haven't had a lot of rain in the last week or two, and everything just kind of fell down. Oh my gosh, I'm moving my hand, and it's making the camera move. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, you can see all the popcorn in the middle. Popcorn's doing fantastic. Sunflowers are doing fantastic. And you know, I really enjoyed growing these sunflowers this year. I mean, even though the birds are eating a lot of them and everything like that, it's okay. You know, everything's just a big experiment, really. You know, this first year here in the garden, I'm gonna see what kind of works, and you know, try a lot of different things. Look at that. with the sun behind me. But you can see some of the butternut. The Four Sisters garden had butternut squash, popcorn, sunflowers, and rattlesnake pole beans. And some of the rattlesnake pole beans did make it. And I got rattlesnakes in my garden, guys. Look at that. Look at the purple stripes on that bean. That's awesome. And when it's a little bit more fresh, you can see it's kind of pink like this one. How that one's pink like that. Oh, let me grab it. Compare the two of them. So, you know, I had the Japanese beetles really bad, get my beans really bad. And I got a couple bags of beans. We ate a bunch of beans in the early summer. I've got some frozen in the freezer. But I planted a whole bunch. You know, we do eat a lot of beans in the wintertime too. You know. Oh, they just snapped right off. The sunflowers. There's a little butternut right there. Nothing fancy with that one. But I've actually got some butternut that's spread over here and is growing over here already. I don't know. I might get some more little butternuts. I see some flowers down there. There's a flower underneath that leaf. There's a good sized butternut hiding right here in the weeds. If I could just show you. You can see them. But yeah, that's a really good sized one. And I've probably counted about maybe a dozen around the edge. And here's the popcorn. Starting to dry on the stalk, nice. And we'll have a good bit of popcorn this year, I think. And we like eating popcorn. Not as much. I mean, you know, just like most people, we enjoy eating popcorn. But I grew some last year for the first time, and realized I've never actually had popcorn until I've actually had fresh grown, fresh harvested pop. Just like anything else, you know, you've never really had a tomato until you pick it off the plant right there and try it yourself, or potatoes straight from the ground, you know. But yeah, oh, look at this big one right here, fell over. Seeds all on the ground, little animals eating all the seeds. I'm probably gonna just cut that and let it dry on the picnic table, I think. But this is something that I discovered last night, and I'm super excited about it. I think this will be the sunflower that I'll be trying to grow from now on. And this one right here is one of these giant mammoth sunflowers. But it might be hard for you to see this, but this sunflower has black seeds. And I've never heard of these giant sunflowers having black seeds. There's some white-seeded varieties. There's like the Terra Humera white-seeded giant sunflower. But this was the tallest sunflower. Was it this one? It was either this one or that one was the tallest sunflower we've had this year, and it was over 15 feet tall. And you can see right now that I can barely touch this like that, and it's already bent over. So the size of this sunflower is, I want to say, between 16 and 18 inches across. And it's got these black seeds. Let me get a couple out of here. The birds already, I just found them last night, and the birds already got in here and started eating them. I shouldn't have brushed that stuff off. Just bear with me. Okay. Look at that. Giant black seeds. Giant black sunflower seeds. Now, the black-seeded sunflowers are great for making oil. A lot of the sunflower oil that you see comes from the black seeds. That big sunflower patch I did in one of my previous videos. They all have black seeds, and they're for making oil. But I've never seen a giant sunflower that has black seeds. So, but it's a cross, you know. We've got multi-headed ones that have black and striped seeds, and we've got all different varieties, and you're just seeing the different genetics coming out. Now this is considered to be an F1. It's a cross between the mammoth sunflower and some sunflower somebody grew in the garden, and it produced a mammoth sunflower with black seeds. And I've looked around at all the other ones. There's another big one there. That one doesn't have it. That one's got striped seeds. But I did find another one over here that has the same thing. I got all excited and I started brushing the seeds off last night. And if you see that sunflower hanging right there, that one also has black seeds. Now the head's not as big, but these two sunflowers right here are the ones I'm probably going to be keeping the seeds from growing in my garden next year. And even though I'm going to grow these next year, yeah, look at that. Can you see the black seeds? Shiny black seeds in there. And this is a single head. It's not a multi-head. It's got a single giant head full of black, oily sunflower seeds. And what I'm going to do is these guys are an F1. So next year, I'm going to get both parents plus the F1. And I might get some other variation. But I'm more likely to get a lot more of these giant-headed black seeded sunflowers, and I'll just keep the seeds from the ones that I want, the ones that are like this. And after about 4 or 5 generations, 4 or 5 seasons doing that, you pretty much have a stable, open pollinated variety. You know, you might have the occasional stripe seeded one pop up. But that's awesome. I just really wanted to share that with you guys. I got really excited about it last night. And I didn't know which ones I was going to grow. I didn't know if I was going to keep ones from these big mammoth sunflowers before I knew that they had black seeds, like this one here, and I knew that there was a couple black mammoth sunflowers over here. And I actually harvested one of those sunflowers that you see in the previous video of the guy, the big farmer that's got 7 acres of sunflowers grown. We actually stopped over there and harvested one of the dried sunflower heads, and I was hoping to grow that in the garden next year, because they had those sunflowers he had were probably about maybe 5-6 feet tall, and they had a good medium size. They weren't giant sunflower heads, but they were a good sized sunflower head. And I've got some ideas. I've got a lot of ideas that I want to do with these. One I'm going to do specifically, and I want to share that with you guys. I've already ordered the equipment to do it. I'm going to try to keep it a surprise, but I'll have a video coming up here pretty soon about what I plan on doing with all these sunflower seeds, and especially these black seeded ones. So, thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a good one, and it's just about over for the summertime. And you start thinking about winter crops and kale and arugula. And you need to get the garlic in the ground.